Hello everyone, this is Tenguru, and I'm back with more Bloodborne expansion theories. For this episode, I'm going to be doing an in-depth analysis of this official image released for the expansion. This is the first video in a while without any accompanying drawing, but there are some really interesting things hidden in this image that I want to share. There are some really cool theories on Reddit a while back discussing similarities between the hunter in the chair and the doll in the hunter's dream, even going so far as to speculate that the figure might be runesmith Carol. I love the idea of Carol being featured in the DLC, but the more I dug into it, the less I think that this figure is Carol. My guess is as good as the next person though, so let me walk through my observations and you can make a decision for yourself. Let's start with the figure. The first thing I focused on was the weapon, as it looks like something we haven't seen before. If you examine it closer, however, you will find that it is actually very familiar. The hilt is almost identical to that of the Reiter Palash, with the same rounded handguard, though this sword seems to be missing the trigger. If you look at the sheath, you will notice the pattern on it is the same as the Chikage's sheath. Since both of these are Cainhurst weapons, I think it's safe to assume that this figure will have some association with Cainhurst. This is reinforced further by comparing the outfit to the knight set. Both have a scarf with a brooch, though the stone is a different color. You can also see the same lining on the coat on both sets. The major differences in the sets are the tricorn hat, the gloves, and the boots, all of which are more in line with the hunter's getup. This makes me think that this character might be a Vileblood, as they were the hunters of Cainhurst. It is also interesting to note that you can see a tiny bit of silver hair, which is the same color as Annalise, queen of the Vilebloods. Other notable characters with silver hair are the Doll, Gehrman, and the Thumarins, but all of the other information does point back to Cainhurst. Moving away from the figure, there's also a lot that can be found on this clock in the background. If you look closely, you will see that there are tiny Carol runes lining the clock, replacing the numbers that you would normally see. Most of these are runes that are in the game, but there are a few new ones. The ones that we can make out on the right side are Radiance, Hunter, and Beast. This first unknown symbol has a very snake-like appearance, but if you look at it closely, you will see that there is another symbol called a triquerta hidden inside it. It is a pagan and Wiccan symbol, meaning the triple moon, and represents the three faces of the goddess, balance of mind, spirit, and body. The moon rune in Bloodborne grants you more blood echoes, so it is possible that this rune could be tied to blood echoes as well. The other symbol here reminds me a lot of the beast rune, with the branching appendages and the curled tail. Perhaps this will affect beasthood in some way. Moving to the left, we can make out four more symbols, three of which are known. We know Lake, Odin Writhe, and Formless Odin, but the fourth symbol is unknown. There are clearly some major similarities to the Formless Odin rune, which makes me think this is another clue associated with Odin. Is it possible that we could have contact with Odin this time? Could Odin be what the moon presence was to the main game? I would love to see how they would represent a great one that is considered formless, and it would be interesting to learn what part Odin played in the main story. The Lake rune is also interesting in conjunction with the three Odin runes, as Lake runes symbolize an augur or a sign of the Eldritch Truth. These are all the runes that are visible normally in the image, but I did a little CSI trick and enhanced the image, and was able to find two more runes hidden in the top left. They are kind of hard to make out, but I believe they are anti-clockwise metamorphosis and eye. These runes together are interesting because they reflect the differing viewpoints of Willem and Lawrence. Lawrence believed in ascension through a physical evolution, whereas Willem believed in a more intellectual ascension through gaining insight. Perhaps this means we will find out more information on what happened at Byrgenwerth. It is also kind of funny that eye was one of the hidden runes, as it's used to boost item discovery in the game. There was so much hidden in this image, it's hard to know what to make of it all. I don't know if there's really any greater meaning to the runes shown, other than hints and new items in the game, but it's still interesting to think about. I would be really surprised if the figure isn't associated with Cainhurst, but I guess we will find out soon enough. What do you think of all this? Are there any secrets that I missed? Leave a like if you want to see more videos like this one, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.